Hi, I'm registered dietitian Abbie Gelman.
And I'm registered dietitian Nicole Rodriguez. Abbie, thanks so much for having me today.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining me. Today, we're going to talk about a question that both of us get quite a bit, and it's how to lose weight and how to do it quickly. So the first thing I would say is that a whole foods approach versus cutting out and making it a restrictive diet is what I would put the most emphasis on.
Absolutely, because sustainability is the name of the game with weight loss, right? So if we're taking this whole foods approach, we can still get what our body needs and not run into some of those craving type situations. We can even satisfy our sweet tooth with that whole foods approach.
Yeah, so everything in moderation. Portion is a big deal, but we really want to talk about whole foods, things that look the closest they are in nature is kind of the way I usually like to have people think about it. And so we want carbohydrates and fat and protein, but in a most natural way as possible, right?
Absolutely, and I think you can really look no further than something like my plate, where we're making sure we fill half of our plate at every single meal with some color, and then rounding out the other half with a high quality lean protein, an appropriate amount of carb. It's filling. I think like pump up the volume, right? Pump up that fruit and vegetable volume, and that's gonna lead the way.
Yes, so we're hearing a lot about plant-based. So for me, plant-based means that about 75%, 55 to 75% plants. So majority plants, the rest in lean animal sources like yogurt, cottage cheese, eggs, fish, lean beef, poultry, all of these things are fine. You just want to have that be the minority, and then the majority, whole fruits, vegetables. You can cut them up and keep them in baggies. We have a beautiful plate over here that is just a bunch of sauteed veggies with a couple eggs in there and some corn tortillas. Like, that's super filling.
Well, there's so much vegetable in there. So once again, pumping up the volume with fiber, right? I think that fiber is crucial for the weight loss. And that's where your fruits and vegetables come in. Those whole grains, I think, are key as well, so that you have that satiety factor.
Exactly. And beans and lentils are good for that too. So you can get canned beans, just drain them and rinse them off first. So plant-based foods are the only foods with fiber, and that will help you stay full. You pair that with healthy fat and protein, you're good to go.
Absolutely.
And you know what? If you want a piece of chocolate, have a little piece of chocolate, right?
Portion control really helps. So with things like your sweets, of course, once you start to sort of retrain your taste buds into appreciating fruits, especially in their whole form, whether that's fresh, frozen, dried, or canned, you go and you like have some of these other sweets and they almost taste too sweet, right? But you could still have that little portion controlled piece of a dark chocolate and find a lot of satisfaction in there. Or pair it with a fruit, a little chocolate and fiber.
Delicious. Have as many vegetables as you want. Like all of these non-starchy vegetables, zucchini, mushrooms, peppers, spinach, like a sky's the limit there. If you eat a lot of those and kind of round it out with nuts and seeds and cheese and eggs and other lean protein sources, you're not going to feel hungry.
Going to feel super satisfied.
Super satisfied. So all of that is kind of our keys to weight loss, I think.
Absolutely.
Yep. So base of fruits and vegetables, having whole foods that look close to they are in nature. Make sure your majority plants, other animal sources lean. I think that's most of the highlights, right?
I think you're good to go.
Yeah, do it. Thanks for watching. I'm registered dietitian Abbie Gelman.
And I'm registered dietitian Nicole Rodriguez.
See you next time. Bye.